So right now you'll be in error. How? This is the prophecy, right? Well, you're dishonoring Christ.
Right.
Christ is your head. He said when the Bible's coming out, your head should be what?
It should be off. It should be.
Is yours off?
No, it's not.
So right now you're doing what? Right now you're dishonoring Christ. So to humble down, to not be out of order, you must do what?
Obey Christ.
By doing what?
By following His keeping His commandments.
See what we're doing for them, God? He said, if you love me, keep my commandments.
All praise, all praise.
That's what we're talking about. I noticed on your hat it says, I love Jesus. How do you love Jesus?
How do I love Jesus?
Yeah.
Well, I love Jesus by following His commandments, like obeying.
Understand, but it's the Bible too.
John chapter 14, verse 15.
Bring it up.
If ye love me, keep my commandments.
That's a true statement, right? So you said your minute you go to church and your pastor don't agree with what we teach, and you don't know why.
Yeah, I'm not really happy.
I understand, but you need that Malachi. We'll go Malachi.
King James?
King James Version Bible.
I have to do one, but
New one, there's a lot of stuff missing in there. That one doesn't. We offered ourselves into slavery.
Do you guys offer Bibles to people, or can I get one?
Yeah, one of these three and give you the website, get a Bible. Listen to this.
Malachi chapter 2 and verse 7.
Bring it out.
For the priest's lips should keep knowledge,
So your pastor should keep knowledge. And what you should do to that pastor is,
and they should seek the law at his mouth.
so you should be asking them questions. Because right now you're in error right now and don't even know it.
I believe this was a sign that you guys were here.
Let me show you the error you're in though, to see if you're willing to correct it. You said you love Jesus, right?
Yeah.
And loving him, as you said, keeping his commandments.
Yeah.
Watch
And
this.
the truth.
The truth is what? What is the truth?
What is the truth?
Yes. We'll get that in a second. We'll get that in a second. First, listen to this.
1 Corinthians chapter 11 and verse 3. But I will have you know that the head of every man is Christ, and the head of the woman is the man, and the head of Christ is God.
So right there, we learned a couple things. We learned Christ's
That's
order,
like over a hat in
and
a
we
church, right?
kind of right, but not all the way right. So we heard that God and Christ in that verse is two separate people.
Right.
You know, Pastor teach that?
Wait, who's two separate?
Listen again.
But I will have you know that the head of every man is Christ,
So the head of the man is Christ,
Yes.
and the head of the woman is the man,
and the head of the woman is the man,
and the head of Christ
and the head of Christ. So Christ has a head. Let's find out what that
is God.
is who?
Is
And
God.
that's in the Bible. That's
That's
key.
in the Bible. You got that 1 Corinthians 11 and 3. So Christ and God are not the same person.
Look, you can take a picture.
1 Corinthians 11 and 3. That's something your pastor should be teaching you, right?
Yeah.
Now watch this. You made a statement, but you was partly right, but not all the way. Read.
Every man praying or prophesying.
What is prophesying?
Top sign, top something to come, right?
Well, it's something like what we're doing right now. Right? Give me that in 1910. So look, I'm going to show you what prophecy is, right? So you can not be in error. Something the pastor should have taught you. Watch this.
Revelation chapter 19 verse 10.
Bring it out.
And I fell at his feet to worship him. And he said unto me, see thou do it not. I am thy fellow servant, and of thy brethren that have the testimony of Jesus. Worship God, for the testimony of Jesus is the spirit of prophecy.
Where is the testimony of Jesus found?
Where is the testimony of Jesus was found?
Yes. It's right in your hand right now.
Right.
Oh no, the Bible.
And we're doing what right now?
You're reading the Bible.
And your head is what right now?
God's head. Jesus walking with
Read it
Jesus.
again, verse 4.
Verse 4. Every man praying or prophesying, having his head covered, dishonoreth his head.
So right now you'll be in error. How? This
I'm
is the
dishonoring
prophecy, right?
myself.
Well, you're dishonoring Christ.
Right.
Christ is your head. He said when the Bible's coming out, your head should be what?
It should be off. It should be.
Is yours off?
No, it's not.
So right now you're doing what?
Disobeying.
Read it again.
Every man praying or prophesying, having his head covered,
Having his head what?
covered,
Your head is what?
dishonoreth his head.
Right now you're dishonoring Christ. So to humble down, to not be out of order, you must do what?
Obey Christ.
By doing what?
by following his, keeping his commandments.
What's the commandment he told you to do right now?
By like keeping your head.
By removing your
removing
hat.
your hat. Yeah.
Is that what you're looking to do to humble down to God? He said, if you
Yeah.
love me, keep my
All
commandments.
praises.
All
That's
praise,
what
all
we're talking
praise.
All
That's what
praises.
we're talking about.
All praises.
Now, some things your pastor should tell you. You said some. You said the truth. I'm going to show you what the truth is.
Psalms chapter 119, verse 142.
Bring it out.
Thy righteousness is an everlasting righteousness, and thy law is the truth.
Two things in that verse as well, right? It's an everlasting righteousness. That means the law is everlasting.
Right.
That means you keep the laws right
Always
now.
keep it.
Right.
There you go.
Don't
There you go.
don't
You doing something good
backtrack.
right now, the beard. You doing something good right now. I don't know if your pastor taught you or you just did it on your own, right? But the beard law, you got a nice beard right there. Never shave it.
Oh, don't share it. Don't shave
Or
it.
you can keep it short, but don't cut into your natural lining of your beard. Watch this.
Leviticus chapter 21 and verse 5.
Bring it out.
They shall not make baldness upon their head.
So you can't have a bald head. Like
Yeah, I thought that was
Michael
fine.
Jordan look. Read it again.
They shall not make baldness upon their head.
The Bible said I'd rather obey God than men. God just said,
They shall not make baldness upon their head.
so now God just told you that's not fine.
Okay, I thought it's that. Well, just a covering the hat thing.
Listen
I thought it was
again.
also the same thing of hair.
I don't want you to think. I want you to listen.
They shall not make baldness upon their head.
That's out of the Bible.
Right.
So wherever you thought before, God just corrected. He said they shall not make baldness. Not means you can't do. Keep going.
Neither shall they shave off the corner of their beard.
So you got it good right now. You can trim it low and all that stuff, but don't get rid of it. Don't get rid of it. It has to stay there, right?
That's what a man's beard is supposed to be. The man's
Right.
supposed to be.
And let me give you something that can help you remember the commandments, right? Because God gave us stuff that order, dress code, and all that, right? So right now you're having trouble saying you're thinking, you don't know for sure. I'm gonna give you something that'll help you out so you will know. Read.
Numbers chapter 15, verse 38. Speak unto the children of Israel
That's the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. Read.
and bid them,
And what?
and bid them
He said, command them. Read.
that they make them fringes in the borders of their garments.
Have you heard that from your pastor?
No, I haven't.
So fringes, see this, my brother's shirt right here? The things hanging from the shirt are fringes.
Yeah.
God said, read.
Make them fringes in the borders of their garments throughout their generations.
So throughout the generations, so when you have a son or a daughter and they have kids all the way down, they all got to keep the same dress code.
Right.
Our royal apparel.
Right.
Read.
And that they put upon the fringe of the borders a ribbon of blue.
That's why we have this blue ribbon right here. The fringe can be any color, but the ribbon has to be blue.
Right.
Read.
And it shall be unto you for a fringe, that ye may look upon it,
You may what?
look upon it,
Check it out to what?
and remember all the commandments of the Lord.
And you won't have to say, I don't know, I think.
Can I ask you a question? Like, what verse and chapter is all this part?
It's Leviticus 19:27 or Deuteronomy 21:5. You got a Bible too. Don't be afraid to open up and mark it up and all that good stuff too, right? But you got to get a King James Version Bible.
The original one,
That,
yeah.
that new King James is garbage. It's trash.
Yeah, that's why I wanted to get the original. Yeah,
All right.
all praise.
All right.
Yeah, yeah.
So you know about the Sabbath day?
The
Like,
Sabbath,
what are you learning at church? What day do you keep church on?
Thursday and Saturdays as well. Yeah, Thursday, Saturdays, and Sundays.
So Thursday, Saturday,
I mean, like
Sunday.
Thursdays is Bible study, Saturdays is like the Zoom Bible study, Sundays is church.
Church. What day did God command us to keep our
It's supposed to
congregation
be
on?
it's not supposed to be Sunday, is it? It's supposed to be.
Let's find out.
Exodus chapter 20 and verse 8.
Bring it out.
Remember the Sabbath day.
Remember what?
The Sabbath day.
Do you know what the Sabbath day is?
No, I don't.
Okay, so your church don't teach you the Sabbath day. There's a whole bunch of rules and regulations you're supposed to do on the Sabbath day. Today is the Sabbath day.
Peace.
So watch this.
To keep it holy.
Keep it holy. What does holy mean? Do you know?
No.
Keep it separate.
Right.
So the Sabbath day should be ran differently than all the rest of the days.
Right.
It's going to tell you how.
6 days shalt thou labor and do all thy work.
So we gave you 6 days to do all your labor and all your work. So Sunday, well, Saturday night at sundown, all the way till Friday night at sundown. Right? So when it's Saturday night, Sabbath is over. So you got from Saturday night when it's dark, so basically Sunday, all the way till Friday before it gets dark to do all your work. But the Sabbath starts Friday night at sundown,
Right.
and it ends Saturday night at sundown.
Right.
You understand?
Yeah.
All right, keep going.
But the 7th day is the Sabbath of the Lord thy God.
So Saturday is the 7th day, right? Sunday being the first, you count down. Saturday is the 7th day.
in it thou shalt not do any work.
You should not what?
Do any work.
You work on Saturdays? Okay, you should know that you couldn't work on Saturdays, even if you wanted to. So you should do any work. And guess who else can?
Thou, nor thy son, nor thy daughter, thy manservant, nor thy maidservant, nor thy cattle, nor thy stranger that is within thy gates.
If you own a business or something like that, your employees even can't work on a Saturday. Your business have to be shut down.
Right.
So it has to be, you can't work on Saturday.
You can't work. And watch this, give me 16:23. You also, it's more rules to that, right? You can't work on a Sabbath day, right? You also can't do this.
Exodus chapter 16, verse 23.
Bring it out.
And he said unto them, this is that which the Lord hath said. Tomorrow is the rest of the holy Sabbath unto the Lord.
That's what it said. Tomorrow is the rest, because it starts Friday night sundown. That's why it says tomorrow is the rest.
Bake that which ye will bake today, and seethe that ye will seethe. And that which remaineth over lay up for you to be kept until the morning.
Why would you have to cook your food the day before?
So you can rest on that the other day?
There's no cooking on the Sabbath day.
Right.
That's why it says you gotta eat leftovers on the Sabbath day.
Right.
You can't even put it in the microwave to warm it up, right? It has to be kept. You can probably put foil over it or something like that, but you cannot heat it up with any microwave,
So
toast ovens.
you can't make something, you can't eat that day.
You can eat.
Okay.
It said lay up for tomorrow, remember? So you can cook it before it get dark on Friday. You can eat it on the Sabbath. You can make a salad on the Sabbath when you have a cold sandwich. Things like that nature is fine. We talking about food like spaghetti or something like that. You have to eat that the next day. Eat it cold unless you had it over like some foil and maybe stay a little warm, but you cannot use no microwave or no conventional ovens to warm it up.
Just say you can't be lukewarm. Like, you know, you have to either be hot or cold, right?
No, what I'm saying is you can't be heated up. So when you make it, take off that stove before it get dark, and however it is the next day is how it's gonna be.
Yeah. My fault. Like I was being off topic. I was just saying that like God says. I was just saying that God says like, you know, either be with Him or be with the world, right?
I hear what you're saying. That's two different subjects.
Yeah.
You're talking about Revelation 3 and 15.
Yeah.
We're talking about just the food right now.
Right.
You understand?
Yeah,
So your
yeah.
food can be laid up until tomorrow. Right. And this is another law of the Sabbath day. So right now we got you can't work and you can't cook. Read.
Nehemiah chapter 10, verse 31.
Bring it out.
And if the people of the land bring ware or any victuals on the Sabbath day to sell, that we would not buy it of them on the Sabbath or on the holy day.
It said we can't buy on the Sabbath.
Right.
So you can't work, you can't cook, or you can't buy. It was so important. Give me Nehemiah 13:21. It was so important. Nehemiah loved the Lord. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And he saw people buying on the Sabbath day. This is what he said.
Nehemiah chapter 13 and verse 20.
Bring it out.
So the merchants and sellers of all kind of ware lodged without Jerusalem once or twice. Then I testified against them and said unto them, Why lodge ye about the wall? If ye do so again, I will lay hands on you.
I would do what?
Lay hands on you.
It was serious. You don't not buy and sell on the Sabbath day.
Right.
He said, I will lay hands on you. Nehemiah was for the Lord.
Right.
Ain't gonna happen on his watch.
Right.
We warning you now. The fringes will help warn you we don't do that on the Sabbath day.
Right.
No cooking, no working, no buying and selling. Leviticus 23 and 2. So now, we're gonna invite you. We got a flyer. We have a phone number on the back of that flyer. We have to do another law on the Sabbath day. Listen to this right here.
Leviticus chapter 23 and verse 2.
Bring it out.
Speak unto the children of Israel and say unto them, concerning the feast of the Lord, which ye shall proclaim to be holy convocations.
To be what?
Holy convocations.
Holy gatherings.
Right.
What you call church on Sunday.
Right.
We're gonna congregate when we leave here today.
Right.
We invite you to come and learn the true Bible, because where you learning it is wrong. All these things right here is in this book that your pastor teach you out of,
Right.
and you still don't know it.
Wake him up.
What color is Christ?
Black.
How do you know?
Because it says his skin, his feet were burnt like brass. That's basically black.
Yes.
In your church, do you have what image of Christ they have in your church?
Yeah, your Catholics, all church, they have always brown hair, white, and that has nothing. That's nothing in the Bible.
So how could you? Give me Psalm 94:16. So how can you side with a church that doesn't have? They have this on the wall.
Wake him up.
How could you side with a church? That's already letting you know they teach you the wrong doctrine.
Right.
Watch this.
Psalms chapter 94 verse 16.
Bring it out.
Who will rise up from me against the evildoers?
Against the what?
Evildoers.
It's evil. It's evil to you know the color of your Lord and Savior,
Right.
but then you put this up on your wall.
Right.
Are you going there and doing that? You're worshiping the same beast.
Teach.
Because you're getting taught the same beast's message at your church.
Right.
You said you go to Bible studies, but ain't studied the Bible.
Right.
Give me that 2 Timothy 3:7. You go to Bible study, but you said on Thursdays, but yet you have never heard none of this stuff.
Bring it out.
Priest's lips should keep knowledge. What knowledge have he given you? Watch this.
2 Timothy chapter 3 and verse 7. Ever learning and never able to come to the knowledge of the truth.
You ain't gonna never come to the knowledge of truth in that church.
Right.
You're never gonna know your true nationality in that church. You're never gonna know any of this information we gave you in like 5 minutes right now in that church or however long you've been going there for.
Right.
You're an Israelite.
That's
right.
God's chosen people.
That's right.
Now your church, they say God is an inclusive God. Joel 2:27. They say God is an inclusive God. God loves everybody. He wants everybody to make it to heaven. What does God of the Bible say? That's why you're going to be forever learning, because you're chasing and trusting a man that's leading you astray.
Right.
That's what the Bible says.
Joel chapter 2 verse 27.
Bring it out.
And ye shall know that I am in the midst of Israel.
The God of the Bible is in the midst of the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans.
That's right.
And that I am the Lord your God.
The Lord what?
Your God. And none else.
Wait. You said God love everybody.
else?
Wait, read it again.
I am the Lord your God, and none else.
And watch what he say next.
And my people shall never be ashamed.
So you black, Hispanics, Native Americans, don't be ashamed that the Lord God is your God.
That's
You're
right.
only 7 and 6, and nobody else is. Nobody. The God of the Bible is the God of the Israelites.
Read Deuteronomy chapter 7 and verse 6. For thou art an holy people unto the Lord thy God.
We are separate people unto the Lord thy God.
The Lord thy God hath chosen thee.
He chose you. He chose you to get up out that church and come learn the real Bible.
That's right.
To be a special people unto himself above all people that are upon the face of the earth.
Your God said that about you. John 10:34. Your God said that about you. Now in the Bible, right? When you see red letter, who is talking?
Jesus.
That's Jesus talking.
Yahweh.
Okay, we call him Yahweh. It's not important right now, right? Right now I'm trying to get you this message that he taught you.
Right.
Look at this Bible right here. You like to look at the Bible. Verse 34. What color are these words?
He read.
Who's talking?
Jesus.
This is what Jesus said about you.
John chapter 10 verse 34.
Bring it out.
Jesus answered them, is it not written in your law?
It's not written in your where?
In your law?
It's a law. And you gotta stand up manfully because what?
I said, ye are gods.
You are what?
Ye are gods.
You are God on this earth.
That's right.
But we living like peasants because we don't want to come back to the law, statutes, and commandments of the Most High God.
My fault.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say, I remember you said in the beginning that we're made in His image, right?
We are made in His image. We are made in His image. So why are you in a church that give you this image?
Right.
We not made in that image.
Right.
I can stand in this sunlight.
Bring it out.
I can survive this.
Right.
I don't get fired from work. I'm gonna shoot the whole building up.
Right.
We are strong. We are God's chosen people. We are the Israelites.
That's right.
You gotta know that, man. You gotta figure it
What's your
out.
name, brother?
My name is Nathaniel.
Nathaniel?
Yes, sir.
Daniel, Julio, like I said.
Hey, Julio, you got it. You got a phone?
Yeah, right now.
Hey,
Well, like,
go on these men over here. We got a free TV app and all that stuff. I see Portland YouTube. Plug yourself in, man, and connect with us, man.
Right.
Yes, and I want you to call that line
Right
and
now.
come connect right now. We're gonna leave here and go there right now.
Right.
Call
Like,
that
the
number.
church, or like, what's the church you guys go to?
Well, we don't even call it a church, we congregate.
Congregation.
Yeah, so you call that line, we'll give you all the information you need. I want to see you there, Jalil. I want to see you there because, I mean, you know a little bit of something, but your pastor's not teaching you a lot of nothing.
Oh, yeah, my fault.
You understand?
I got you.
So you so-called? Yeah, right here.
Deuteronomy chapter 10 and verse 12.
Yep.
And now Israel, what doth the Lord thy God require of thee?
So now, Jalil, what does the Lord thy God require of you?
But to fear the Lord thy God, to walk in all his ways, and to love him, and to serve the Lord thy God with all thy heart and with all thy soul, to keep the commandments of the Lord and his statutes which I command thee this day for thy good.
It's for your good.
Right.
Because the kingdom of heaven depends on it. How do you get the kingdom of heaven?
By doing His will.
Okay, what's his will?
I
We're going to read it for you. We're always going to read something for you. Give me a will too. Psalms 40 and 8, and then we're going to go to the kingdom of heaven real quick to show you that. But make sure you call that line and come check us out, man. I don't want you to die on this earth. Read.
Psalms chapter 40 and verse 8.
Bring it out.
I delight to do thy will, O my God. Yeah, thy law is within my heart.
Doing his will is keeping his commandments.
That's right.
That's what it is. That's what it is. Now we're going to get you the kingdom of heaven. I want you to make it there, Jaleel. And we all need each other. It says gather together. Read.
Matthew chapter 19, verse 16. And behold, one came and said unto him, Good master, what good thing shall I do that I may have eternal life?
I'm going to tell you how to get the kingdom of heaven.
And he said unto him, Why callest thou me good? There is none good but one, that is God.
Separation again. Jesus Christ saying God the Father is the one that's good, not the same person.
But if thou wilt enter into life, keep the commandments.
Do what?
Keep the commandments.
So to get the kingdom of heaven, you must keep his commandments.
That's right.
The pastor is not helping you get the kingdom of heaven because he's not teaching you his commandments.
Right.
All these times you're cooking on the Sabbath day and all those things, you think you're doing something right. But really you're not.
Right.
You're not doing anything right. So you have to stop forever learning and learn the right way.
Right.
Nation is family. Nation is community. Nation is men leading by example. Nation is women's support. Nation is children with role models.